Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 8 of Highly Opinionated. I'm your co-host, Josh. That's Tim.
What's up? What's
What's
up?
going on, Tim? Everything good with you, my brother?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good week of
Everything good.
football, man. Ready to recap last week and get focused on this week. Ladies and gentlemen, the best producer in the game, yours truly, Mr. Ross. What's going on, Rossi?
What's up, man? How you feeling, Josh?
I'm good, brother. How you, man?
I can't complain. A lot of good football this weekend, so I'm excited to listen to y'all get into it and see what y'all about to get talk about.
Absolutely. As you guys know, we want to thank you for watching last week's show. Thank you for tuning into this week's show. You know what I'm about to say. All criticism, good, bad, or indifferent, we love it. We want to keep striving to be the best that we can be, and we will continuously and one day be the premier sports show for you and yours as you watch. So we want to thank you guys, and we're going to keep striving to be excellent.
Yes, sir. And of course, on that note, make sure you follow us on all socials, Instagram at highly opinionated __, and on Twitter or X at highly O_SS. And of course, while you're already here, like, subscribe to our YouTube, leave a comment, and yeah.
Rossi, the best producer in the game. I appreciate that. We got a great show in store for you guys this week. Can't wait for you guys to watch. Tim, you ready to get it popping, my brother?
Let's get it, man.
Let's get it. Recap of week 6 of college football. We went over 3 games. We picked 3 games. It's time to go over them. Let's start with Missouri and Texas A&M. And ladies and gentlemen, this was an ass kicking. It was over from when the ball got kicked off, and it was a massacre. Texas A&M won 41-10 over Missouri. Like I said, the game was never close. Texas A&M started from start to finish. They dominated. Connor Wegman, Tim's favorite boy, he's back. He played a good game. Connor Wegman, yes, he did. He's back. He played a great game on Saturday. He led Texas A&M to the blowout 41-10 win over Missouri. What was your thought process on the game, Tim?
Not really to get deep into this game, man. I figured A&M would win the game. I didn't think they had dominated like this. But Elko, man, that's the first big win in the program for Elko, man. Shout out to them. I love that hire. So, you know what I'm saying? I hope they keep progressing from here, man. Shout out to A&M.
Absolutely. Moss, the running back for Texas A&M, he had 12 attempts, 138 yards, 3 touchdowns. Daniels, the backup running back, 9 attempts, 34 yards, 2 touchdowns. So that 5 touchdowns came from running backs. Moss had 3, Daniels had 2. Connor Webman was a efficient 18-22, 276 yards, no touchdowns, and more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, the quarterback position is not defined by how many touchdowns you throw. It's about how many times you do not turn the ball over. He had no turnovers, no fumbles, no interceptions. That's a great win for Texas A&M. Shout out to, like Tim said, to the great Mike Alco. He was a defensive. He was at Duke, left Duke, became at Texas A&M, and I expect Texas A&M in the next couple of years to start being contenders in that SEC. Let him start recruiting right, and I
Definitely.
expect you guys to get right. Go ahead, Tim. I'm sorry.
No, I definitely. I was just saying, I definitely agree with that, man. I love that hire.
Absolutely, me
Yeah.
too. The next game that we're going to go over is the Tim. This was a game that you picked. You wanted us to go over. We picked it. SMU in Louisville. SMU won 34-27 over Louisville on the road. SMU Mustangs are now 5-1. They're in the ACC. And looking at their schedule, SMU does not play Clemson or Miami. No, they do not. They do not play Clemson or Miami at all. So there's a chance SMU could be in the ACC championship game. Jennings, the quarterback from SMU, was 21-27, 281 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. But he also is a dual threat quarterback. He can run the ball as well. He had 10 attempts for 113 yards and a touchdown. This SMU team, I know you saw him 2 weeks ago against your Florida State Seminoles. They're a real player in the ACC, Tim.
No, I definitely agree. So we talked about this game last week, and I had Louisville winning in close game. But I'm not shocked SMU win because I was really leaning toward SMU, but I just thought because Louisville was at home after a loss, I thought they just figured out a way to win it at the end. But like you said, man, Kevin Jennings, man, he's explosive, man. He not only did it throw it through the passing game, he did it through the air. So I'm not shocked, man. SMU is a really good football team, and Miami lucky they ain't on the schedule, man, because the way Miami play defense, man, I think they would have got them too. And I ain't gonna lie
Yeah,
to you. So
Miami. I'm gonna just say this: Miami should have lost their last two games at home to Virginia Tech, and definitely that game Saturday night at California. I don't know how they won that game. Michael
yeah,
Irvin, Michael Irvin was on the sideline doing a couple other things along.
my boy
So
was hunched. I said, "Oh, Mike, what's
yeah,
going on over
yeah,
there?"
Mike. Yeah, Mike. You know, baby. You know, being gay and that icy hot don't work as good when you fall
Oh my
down. You can't
goodness.
get back up. So,
Yeah,
but yeah, shout out to SMU. And again, we like their schedule. I think SMU, Clemson, and Miami, two of those three teams, will be in the ACC championship game.
yeah, I
Let me
definitely
say
agree.
let's give brother and let me give brother Dabo. I know we get to the next game. That's fine. Let me give brother Dabo Sweeney some love. Brother Dabo, that's what I call him. I was critical of him not hitting up the transfer portal early in the season.
Yep.
Now, Clemson ain't really playing nobody, so fine, okay, cool. So I feel like it's gonna matter when he gets to play against a real team. But Dabo, I gotta give you credit. This Clemson thing could have went south when y'all lost 34-3 to Georgia. Clemson right there in the hunt for the ACC and been playing. Let's make it, Tim. I'm gonna say something. I think you'll probably agree with this. Since that week one loss, Clemson's been playing some of the best ball out of any team in the country.
Yeah.
So let me give
They
Dabo
definitely
Sweeney
have.
a shout out and give the ACC a shout out. Undefeated Clemson, one loss SMU, one loss undefeated Miami, one loss Clemson, one loss SMU. The ACC should get some love.
They
Definitely.
should.
Last game to go over from last week.
Mm.
Man, this was a blowout. I think we agreed on the first one. I took Louisville in the last game. I took Texas A&M over Missouri. You took South Carolina. I took Ole Miss. Ole Miss got their revenge. Boy, did they ever 27-3. I just felt like Ole Miss wasn't going to lose two games in a row. Like I get it, like back years in the past, but this Ole Miss got an SEC defensive type line, offensive type line. So I thought Ole Miss would come out and play, and they did. Jackson Dart, 14-27, 285 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 picks. Good for him. Not good on the touchdowns because he usually throw touchdowns, but no turnovers. That's good for him. Parrish, the running back, 21 attempts, 81 yards, and a touchdown. I felt like Ole Miss played against South Carolina how they should have played against Kentucky. And they realized we will not make the same mistake twice. We can't let one loss become 2 losses, become 3 losses, become 4. Ole Miss did that. Shout out to you, Lane Kiffin, for getting your team back in order and getting those guys a 27-3 win on the road at South Carolina, which is not an easy place to play.
Yeah, I got this completely wrong, man. I was shocked watching this game. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Like I tell y'all, I like to watch the first 2, 3 drives. I try to see what the team is trying to do, right? So South Carolina faked the punt on a first drive on their own side of the field. I didn't like the call because it was 4th and 2, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't like a fake punt there just because I'd rather you have your offense, you know what I'm saying, your offense on the field for a 4th and 2 on my own side of the field. I like fake punts
Absolutely.
at the 50 or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We kind of trick them. They kind of was ready for it. They didn't even get a yard. And I think even though that was the first drive, that set the tone for the game. And then after that, it was like the floodgates open and like South Carolina offensively looked terrible. Like that's the worst I've seen them play. And I was shocked, man. And Ole Miss defense is better than I thought. I will shout them out. They are better than I thought because South Carolina ain't really had no good drives the whole day. They might have had 1 or 2 at max, but the rest of that was shut down. Like it was, they dominated them boys, man. That they dominated them.
Yeah, Sellers, the quarterback from South Carolina, he was 20-32, 62 yards. I'm sorry. Interception, he was sacked 6 times. That was the game.
Yeah,
Domination.
that's the game. Yeah.
I look at most of these people don't look at most of the fans that watch football don't understand. I look at the college and the NFL is about line of scrimmage. If you can't
Yes,
match up in the
sir.
line of scrimmage, you will not win. It's as simple as
At
that.
all.
So
At
you
all.
have to be good in the trenches. And if you're good in the trenches, that gives you an opportunity to be good. Obviously, moving the ball down the field, running the ball,
Exactly.
playing defense, stopping and run, etc. Whatever you want, offense or defense. Good win for Lane Kiffin, man. He needed
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah. I
Lost,
actually
lost,
like Lane Kiffin too.
lost.
Like that was my guy, Florida Atlantic. Like I like Lane Kiffin, so I ain't mad either way. But for my fault.
No, you
For
good.
my parlay purposes, that's my parlay. But other than that, man, shout out Lane
Yeah,
Kiffin.
I got you.
Oh,
I got you. But yeah, shout out to Lane. He needed that win. You can't lose. Like I said, one loss can't become
can't lose
2,
it.
can't
Yeah,
become 3. and you lost to Kentucky, but you beat a team that plays like Kentucky. So that's a hell of a feat. Boy, Tim, this week in college football, week 7 of college football, man, there's some monster games. And I know we only doing 3-9, but I just want to give a couple of these games shout outs before we don't have to pick them, but I just want to give a couple of these games shout outs before we pick the main 3. You got, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, if you know the schedule, we're going to pick Oregon, Ohio State. We're going to do the games like that. But I want to shout out this game at 10 o'clock on ESPN. Number 18, Kansas State at Colorado. That is a huge game. We both picked Colorado to make the playoff. If Colorado win that game, I think people seriously need to consider them to make the playoff because of what's going on in the Big 12. There's no dominant team in the Big 12. Oklahoma State ain't what they should be. Utah lost. They don't have their starting quarterback. BYU, okay, cool, but I think Colorado can match up with BYU. That's just me. So
yeah.
I definitely think that's definitely an option. Another game I wanted to give some love to. Here we go. Game is right here. I'm sure we'll pick it. Ole Miss and LSU. That's a big game too in the SEC. Huge game. Huge game. The loser of that, in my opinion, they're out of the SEC championship race. Texas has 0 losses. Georgia and Alabama have 1. Texas is the only team in the SEC, I think, that doesn't have a loss. So everybody will be behind Texas. So week 7 in college football is a day that you should have your remote and you clicking it, or your phone or whatever you're watching on, and you clicking it and you're just moving from channel to channel because it's a great day of college football. Speaking of that, let's get started with the first game that we'll pick. Number 4, Penn State goes on the road and travels to USC for their first visit at USC as a member of the Big Ten. This game is Saturday at 3:30 on CBS. Who you like, Tim?
So first, before I get my pick for this game, PJ Fleck, I got on you a couple weeks ago, but I think you heard me. You actually beat USC, and that was a big win for the program. So shout out to Minnesota, man, because I did get on you 2 weeks ago because I didn't see it, but you beat USC, and that was a great win for y'all. This game, I think this game means more than Penn State because Franklin, they still don't have no quality wins to me. Like he needs some quality wins on his resume to make his mark as a coach. Like normally Penn State win about 9, 10 games, but they always miss the playoffs because they lose 2 games. But like I think this year he can get some quality wins. I think Drew Aller is playing good football. He's not turning it over, and they always have a defense. I don't think USC gonna be able to stop the ground game, and Aller's gonna make a couple throws to show like okay he can play. So give me Penn State on the road to beat USC.
Penn State on the road to beat USC. I am going to take USC to beat Penn State. And for the reasons that you said, I'm going to give you a stat. Would you know that in his last 12 games, Lincoln Riley is 5-7?
I'm all right, though.
Yeah, that's something to think about.
Was losing. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me say that to you again. My co-host gave him food for thought. Lincoln Riley is 5-7 in his last 12 games. We talk about James Franklin not having signature wins and doing this and doing that. What exactly is Lincoln Riley doing? Exactly.
Yeah.
So for me, and I'm not saying LSU wasn't a signature win. It was. It was a great win.
Oh.
This could be a signature win. You're beating the number 4 team at home. Give me USC. I'm in love with what I'm saying from Miller Moss. I think Miller Moss will come to play. They're at home. And I think this USC defense understands that they need to play with grit, tough, like how the Cowboys played against the Steelers. People are saying they can't stop the run. They said, nah, we don't have DeMarcus Lawrence or Micah Parsons. We're gonna find a way with that grit and that grind to stop the run. And that's what I think will happen. Give me USC at home to beat Penn State. The next game that we're gonna go over, ladies and gentlemen, number 1 Texas. They play number 18 Oklahoma. This is at the Cotton Bowl. It's a neutral site game. 3:30 ABC. Kurt Herbstreit, Chris Fowler, Holly Rowe on the call. I'll start us off with this one. I like Texas. This is nothing against Oklahoma. Oklahoma played Tennessee a couple weeks ago, and I was not impressed with the Oklahoma offense. And I don't think Oklahoma has a quarterback. I think Texas second string quarterback is better than Oklahoma starting quarterback. So give me Texas. Hook 'em, baby, hook 'em.
Yeah, so Red River rivalry. So I think I like Texas as well. I think the game is going to be a little closer than what everybody thinks, just because it's a rivalry game and they're going to play up. I think offensively, expect two or three trick plays this game, man. Some type of
Absolutely.
trick play to get them down the field. Because, like you said, I'm not the biggest believer in Arnold, but they're gonna have to create explosive plays. So, like, look out. If I'm Texas, I'm looking out for the trickery because they just can't line up and beat you. So you got to do something out of your normal. So I like Texas as well. Is what's the name? Arch Manning playing or
No, it'll
yours
be
back?
Quinn Ewers.
Cornelius back. Oh, so hey man, see if I'm Oklahoma, rush him just to see how if he a little rusty or not. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? I like Texas though. Don't get me wrong. I think
Gotcha.
Texas win the game, but I think Oklahoma keeps it a little closer. I think the spread like 14-15. I think they lose by
Yeah,
like
the
10.
spread. Yeah, the spread is ridiculous. The spread for this
Yeah.
game, as we saying right now, the spread for this, I didn't have it in front of me. I'm sorry, brother. Spread for this game is why can I not find the comp? They're in the SEC. The funny thing about it is I clicked on Big 12. I thought they was in the Big 12. I gotta get my mind right that they're in the SEC now. The spread for this game is ridiculous. It's 14 and a half. If you
Yeah.
can get Oklahoma plus 21, like I don't think Texas is going to just kill them, but I think Texas has
Nah,
a
no, no.
better team, so I think Texas will
Yeah.
win.
Texas win the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the game of the day, and arguably the game of the year, I know Georgia and Alabama fans don't kill me, but Georgia and Alabama wasn't the number 2 and number 3 teams playing against each other. This is number 2 Ohio State at number 3 Oregon. This game is at 7:30 on NBC. Shout out to Noah Eagle and Todd Blacklish. They'll be on the call. Who you got?
So this game, right? So like I'm watching Ohio State. And the wide receiver, don't get me wrong, Shorty cold. Like
Jeremiah
I'll be
Smith.
better. Jeremiah Smith, I'm bad with name. Shorty cold, but I'm not a fan of the quarterback that much. Like I'm not a
Will Howard.
believer in the
Get you.
yeah, I'm not believing in Will Howard. And I actually do like Dylan Gabriel from Oregon. I actually don't know why he transferred, but I mean he's at Oregon now. And the game is at Oregon, or is it neutral
Yes,
site?
it's at Oregon.
It's
It's
at
at
Oregon.
Oregon.
And I think that's gonna play a crazy factor. You know, Oregon gonna come in a crazy uniform, something they ain't wear yet. You know what I'm saying? The energy gonna be high. Give me Oregon, man. I think Dylan Gabriel makes his Heisman claim this week. He gets into the conversation.
Damn. You like Oregon?
I like Oregon.
Well, I thought you was going to take Ohio State. I agree with you. I like Oregon too. I think that these are the two best teams in the Big Ten, and I think they'll see each other twice, at least twice this season. Might see each other 3 times in the playoff, but I think this would be your Big Ten championship matchup, and I think Ohio State wins the Big Ten, so it kind of gives away who I think will win this game. I don't think the team is going to sweep. I don't think Ohio State would sweep Oregon or Oregon will sweep Ohio State. I think it'll be 1-1.
Okay.
So I like Oregon at home. I don't think we've seen that great game from Dylan Gabriel. They went out and got Dylan Gabriel. I think we see that Dylan Gabriel game this week that gets him into that Heisman conversation, that gets him to the Heisman race, and gets him and has people saying, okay, this is why we brought him here, not for all the other stuff. I'm agreeing with you. Give me Oregon over Ohio State. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching Highly Opinionated. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Highly Opinionated. As you can see, we got a special guest, my cousin, the best cousin in the world. What's up, Tyrone, aka Snoop, my man? What's up, baby?
I can't call it cuz out here working, man. I really like what you guys doing, man. Appreciate for you guys let me come on the show, man.
Well, this is not the first in the damn show. Well, this is the first in the damn show. Won't be the last, brother. So we appreciate you coming on, man. Thank you for all your support. One of the many people who watch us weekly, brother. So we appreciate you. I know you got some sayings from my man up here in the corner, Tim. So I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold that from the people, but for too much. But again, bro, I love you. You know that.
Definitely, love
family.
too,
You know that. So whenever you need something, you got the opportunity. This is a safe place for you to talk about sports. You got it, bro. Maybe one day, bro, you could be in this chair. You should be in this chair, including the brother, including my co-host. Tim and Adam. They're sitting right here in this chair. So we just want to say thank you, yo, and thank you for watching the show. So we appreciate it. Anything
Definitely.
you want to shout out before we get started? Anybody you want to shout out before we get started?
Shouting you guys out, man. Like I said, I appreciate for y'all, letting me come through, even though I'm at work. Y'all, I'm taking the time on my day to do this for you guys, and let's talk about sports, man. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it, man. Well, again, thank you for coming on. We ain't gonna hold you up. Obviously, the NFL season's going on. What's on your mind, Snoop? Talk to me.
Ravens, man. I mean, you know who else surprised me? Jaden Daniels, man.
Okay.
He is surprising me. I'm not gonna lie. Like when he was at ASU, he was all right. But when he went to LSU, he showed me a little different. But now he with the Commanders, he's showing me he been ready. He been ready. He just needed the chance. And I wasn't expecting Caleb Williams to be like this because he was like they was highly talking about him. I really thought he was going to start off better than Jaden Daniels. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like I really did. But he looking like the rookie of the year. And you can't really say that the Commanders got a better team than the Bears.
No,
If you
no,
they go ahead, Tim.
No, I agree with you, man. Like I was shocked with Daniels, man, because I thought it would take him longer to grasp like an NFL system. But
Right.
like I think since they catered the offense to what he liked to do, the transition was just easy for him. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? He already had like decent, like Terry Malone, he could play. They got another young wide receiver, but it was like
That
the way
Yami
they
Brown.
just meshed. Yeah, there you go. The way they just meshed that quickly, it was like it's kind of like I'm an Eagles fan and they a little dangerous looking. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they in my division. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like they definitely better than what I thought. Because last week we talked about James Daniels and I was like, I want to see if he can do it versus a good defense. He
Right.
just did it versus a good defense. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't got no knock on Shorty right now. He definitely rookie of the year as of right now.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels was 14 to 25, 238 yards, one touchdown, one pick. Obviously, that's the pick is what it is. He was sacked 3 times against the Browns, so he played well. They beat the Browns 34 to 13. Snoop, I'm right there with you, cuz like his the fact that he can galvanize his team, like they really haven't had a good quarterback. Now they have belief. When you have a good quarterback, that gives you belief. And there's nothing like belief in sports. And the fact is, when you have a great quarter or a very good quarterback that can become great, look at what Houston did with C.J. Stroud.
Yes.
Like you said with Caleb Williams in Chicago. The reason why they took him number one is they thought they could take him from here to there. Jaden Daniels has done that in Washington so far, and I don't think Washington. I think Washington is still a year away because of their defense.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they are showing they are a competitive team, and I think they'll show that for the rest of the season.
Definitely.
Yeah, Jaden, like you said, Jaden Daniels is special.
How y'all feel about Deshaun Watson, man?
Oh, Tim.
So I'm gonna start, man. See,
You picked him to go to the Super Bowl, so I'll let you go.
Hey, look, man. I jumped off that bandwagon, man. It's over, man. It's over for my guy, man. and I was one of them people like, man, I was watching them games every week, like, come on, boy, come on.
Man, listen, me too.
It's over, man. Hey, if I start Jameis, man, just see what Jameis got at this point, because I don't think Deshaun got it no more, man. Like I was watching, like I actually watched. I don't really watch too many sports shows just because, like, I feel like they tend to try to set an agenda. So they want, you know what I'm saying? They want you to believe a certain narrative. You know what I'm saying? So they get you like that. But I was watching Chris Sims break down his family. He was like, "Look at Deshaun, yo." He said, "Look at this." He said, "Look at the pocket. Look at 2 receivers open." But he's not looking at the receivers. He's looking at the non-pass rush. It wasn't even a pass rush. He over there running in circles. I was like, yeah, man.
Yeah, it's about that time.
It's over for my boy, man. He had a great run, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it go like that.
I feel like that about Aaron Rodgers too.
Oh man, there you go. See, I knew you ain't my cousin, but we might be related on some type of line because I've been telling your cousin that.
Oh man,
he ain't believe me. I've been telling him that.
Yeah, man, and it's crazy because before the season, I was speaking highly of Aaron Rodgers because of what happened last season. He didn't get to play. He was injured.
He didn't get to play.
And I'm like, with this team they got, they could possibly be better. Go to the playoffs, make a run. But he's showing me different. He can't even get 200 passing yards, bro. That shit bad, bro. And it ain't like he don't got receivers.
Yeah, no, I can't tell a lie. Like I was very disappointed Sunday. The Jets got down. They got down with 17-0, I think, and then they
17
fought their
nothing.
way back in the game. I thought, I'm like, all right, vintage Aaron Rodgers. I'm like, because I kept getting texts, Aaron Rodgers this, Aaron Rodgers that. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me watch Aaron Rodgers. I mean, that one interception where I'm not worried about the one interception with Van Ninku. That was just a crazy play.
Right,
Interception where he overthrew Lazard like 10 yards.
bro.
No, as soon as I saw that, I'm like, yo, here they go. They coming, yo. He ain't it no more. I had one of my homeboys text me. He's like, JD, what's up with you with these senior citizen quarterbacks? Now I told you. And I'm like, yo, I love Tom. Y'all know I love Tom. Tom Brady's my favorite
Right.
quarterback all time, the best quarterback ever, in my opinion. But
Right.
I thought Aaron, and I'm not, let me say this, ladies and gentlemen, I'm still picking the Jets. I have not completely gone off the bandwagon, but I will say this. Devontae Adams is not an offensive lineman. Devontae Adams is not the offensive coordinator, and Devontae Adams is not the head coach. Devontae Adams can only fix for so much. So, Tim, I'll give you that, but I'm just holding out hope. Lord, please hold out hope. Aaron Rodgers is a completely different quarterback without Devontae Adams than he is with him. And Garrett Wilson can be a number 2 receiver, which means he can the second and third corner instead of getting the number 1 corner. Yesterday, he was getting Stephon Gilmore. I know Stephon Gilmore picked Mike Williams at the end of the game, but Stephon Gilmore was still messing with still and Garrett Wilson for the most part of the game. So I'm just holding out hope, but fellas, I can't lie, I cannot tell a lie. 2 and 3 does not look good. The saving grace for them is that Buffalo shit the bed on Sunday, and they gave a game away that they technically, I don't think shouldn't have. I'm not gonna say they shouldn't have lost, but they shouldn't have lost in that fashion. That's the only safety for the Jets. The Dolphins don't have a quarterback, and the Bills don't have a number 1 receiver, so they're trying to find themselves. If they was in the AFC North, AFC West, AFC South, their season to be over already, and it's just week 5.
So who y'all think is the best rookie receiver so far? You got Marvin, you got Keon.
Oh, I'm tripping. I don't even know what I'm thinking. Malik
Neighbors. You got what about
Neighbors.
Brian Thomas, bro?
I like Thomas.
I think he's gonna be. I think so. Like I think Trevor Lawrence, he's not as bad as what he's been shown. So like I think they're gonna start moving the ball a little bit more. So I think you get to see more of Brian Thomas. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think Malik Neighbors clearly the best receiver in that class. So like, I think it's just like I was telling people before the draft that because like what he does after the catch, like Marvin Harrison is good, but like after the catch, he like his father, yo. His father used to catch them comebacks and just fall down. Like he don't, you know what I'm saying? He don't really do nothing after the catch. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't gonna shake somebody. You know what I'm saying? He don't do too much making a man miss. Like don't get me wrong, he got incredible hands, but it's like Malik Neighbors just does so much more to me. He's just so much dynamic. He remind me of Odell for real.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He remind me of Odell. You know what I'm saying? So
no, I agree. I'll give you that. I do think Malik Neighbors is more diverse. And the fact, let me say this. Malik Neighbors is going to look good because one is playing with Daniel Jones and one is playing with Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is an equal opportunity. Like, he will throw the ball to anybody. Daniel Jones is trying to throw the ball to my man Malik Neighbors. That's why he hurt, because he was throwing. Bro, he was on pace for like 200 targets. That's insane for a rookie.
Oh,
That's
I know.
insane
Yeah,
for any player, but let alone a rookie. So,
yeah.
I'm gonna still ride with Marvin. I think Marvin is just. I just like the fact that when these wide receivers got questions, like he can just go ask his father. His father's a Hall of Fame. Right. He can just like, bro, he can just go into the room and be like Tim, you know I love you, bro, but like Roro is my cousin. So like instead of me having to ask you, I can ask him. Like he's my family. Like,
I get that.
I can ask him. That's what he has. He has the advantage of like, bro, what am I going to ask my wide receiver coach for? I can just ask my father. This dude's in the Hall of Fame. Like and the wide receiver coach is not gonna be like, you know what? Yeah, that Marvin Harrison don't know what he's talking about. Nah, he's gonna agree with him because it's because it's Marvin Harrison. And so for me, I'm slight advantage to Marvin Harrison, but Tim, I will not lie. Malik Neighbors is a bad boy. Bad boy. Who you like? Who you like, Snoop? Who you think the best rookie receiver is?
I'm gonna go with Neighbors. I'm gonna have to, and I actually think Brian Thomas.
Okay.
I think it, and then you come with Harrison. But I think out of them three, I think that's gonna be like in that order. They're gonna have that. If you get what I'm saying, like damn. I'm sorry. So Neighbors gonna have the best career. Then it's gonna be Thomas, and then I think it's gonna be Harrison. If you get what I'm saying.
No, I got you. I definitely got you.
I can see that.
Because I think
Go ahead.
I think Harrison need another quarterback. I ain't gonna say and sugarcoat it.
Nah,
I think about 2 years from now.
I feel like he need a quarterback that's, I won't say force feed him the ball, but that understand, like Kyler Murray went the first game, had one catch. It's like, bro, he's the third, fourth pick in the draft. I don't want to say feed him, but give him the ball. Let him show why he got drafted that high. It's the same thing in Atlanta with Kyle Pitts. Yeah, we had a good game last Thursday night against Tampa, but for the most part, he ain't really been doing anything. So
they don't even look like that boy was like that Florida do it.
Like, Florida, he don't. The funny thing about Nick Saban said the toughest people he had to stick in his last 5 years was Kadarius Toney and Kyle Pitts. Kadarius Toney not even a good NFL player, and Kyle Pitts, we the jury like, damn, why you get picked that high? So that just shows you, like, if you're in the right system, and y'all know this by being around coaches, talking to coaches, playing for different coaches. It's not about the coach; it's about the system, maximizing the players in the system to get them to be the best of their ability.
Right.
No, that's right.
How y'all feel about the 49ers this season, man? They took a tough one. Did they just lose to Arizona yesterday?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they lost to Arizona yesterday.
They took a tough one yesterday.
They did.
Debo Samuel ain't showing up. I don't know what's going on over there. Brandon Ayuk, he can't catch a cold. I don't know what's going on, man.
He's too busy. He was too busy practicing his signature for that contract. So when you do that, your hands get a little cold because you just got that pin in your hand. You can't, bro. When you get paid, bro, you don't want to catch no football. You're trying to catch that bag. That's you ain't. He caught that.
And I think one of these problems.
Go ahead.
I think one of these problems is like your windows to be good, like dominant, close so quickly, like I don't think people understand like how quick your window closes. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might got 2 or 3 realistic years to win a Super Bowl. You feel me? Exactly. Like in your career. You know what I'm saying? So it's
or a championship in general. My bad, cut you off. Championship in general. Because it's the same way in the NBA. It's the same way in the NBA. My bad, cut you off. I just want to say this. The Denver Nuggets won the championship 2 years ago. They didn't even make the conference finals. I'm just gonna put again. They had a game 7 on their court. They didn't make the conference finals. The conference finals in the NBA last season was the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Dallas Mavericks. The Denver Nuggets didn't even make the conference finals. The Lakers, when they won the championship, I don't make fun of no bubble, whatever. A championship, and Tim, I know I'll give you credit. People knock the Lakers championship because of LeBron. I've done it. But I can't knock a championship because at the end of the day, a championship is hard. Bro, the Lakers lost in the first round the following year. Now, I feel like that was bad roster management, but still, they lost in the first round. So you're 100% right. Championship windows like this take full advantage.
Yeah, it closed quickly. And then, like, as you're saying, now they're getting a lot of injuries. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, stuff got a line for you to win the championship. Like, I don't think people understand how really hard it is in, like, a football, you know what I'm saying, to win a champ. Like, it's hard. Like, so them 2
especially
times
football.
they was there, especially football, you feel me? Them 2 times they was there. One time they had the lead, and then matter of fact, then they had the lead last year. They had the lead again.
Both games. They had the lead both games.
They had the lead twice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get them opportunities again.
Ro, before you go, I'm gonna just say this. Before the season started, we highly opinionated. I think it was the second or third episode. We did our predictions. I didn't have the 49ers winning the West, bro. When you play football this long, there's a certain thing that I like. People talk about Father Time's undefeated. No, he not in football. No, he might be undefeated in basketball where you can, if you look at somebody the wrong way, it's a foul. Not in football, bro, where you still got to hit somebody to make a living or get hit to make a living. The 49ers are going through what I call it the glaze. They're going through the glaze of losing the Super Bowl. They're going through the glaze of everybody wanting to get paid, and they're going through the glaze of, are we there yet? Oh, it's not the playoffs. Are we there yet? Oh, it's not the week 7. Are we there yet? Oh, it's not Thanksgiving. Are we there yet? You gonna fuck around and be, oh, we out of there. You can't play like that. You can't play. You can't be in a glaze. You have to be focused on what you have to do. I said before, they might not. They weren't gonna win the West. Obviously, I'm standing on that. Be honest with you, they keep playing around, bro. They're not gonna make the playoffs. They had so many injuries. They had so many people wanting to get paid before the season started. People think like, oh, they paid IU, they paid Trent Williams, everything gonna be fine. No, that's not reality, bro. Because guess what? People still got feelings and emotions.
They definitely looking like a wild card team right now.
Yeah, right now that's just being nice. They keep playing how they playing. They might not even make the playoffs.
Yeah, because in the NFC, man, some dogs over there. And you know what else I couldn't believe yesterday? The fucking Giants beat the Seahawks. My bad for cussing. I don't know if I ain't never really hear y'all cuss like that.
You fine.
But The Giants beat Seattle, bro. Like, without neighbors.
Yes. Yes.
So it's like, yo, man, listen, the NFC tough, man. It's
Yeah,
tough.
it
Daniel,
is, yo.
Daniel Jones was 23 of 34, 257 yards and 2 touchdowns. Let me say this, and Tim, I'll let you go. Daniel Jones, I have been critical of you.
Me too.
You are starting to show why. I don't necessarily think you're a franchise quarterback, but you are starting to show that you can be a starting quarterback, and I don't make fun of you in the NFL. To go on the road and beat Seattle in the 12 in Seattle with in front of them 12, hey bro, that's impressive.
Yes, it
Without
is.
the number one receiver, oh hell yeah, that's super.
Yes, sir.
My bad, Tim. Go ahead.
My fault. Go ahead, Tim.
Nah, my joint is just quick. Yo, I think the NFC right now better than the AFC, yo. Like I
I
feel
agree
like
with
the
you.
NFC, you don't feel like they got more like teams where as though you could see them winning the Super Bowl. Like right now, not like right now in the AFC, it's like everybody kind of like, like I know you're a Ravens fan, so I'm just gonna get a Ravens. Like offensively, they look pretty good.
They do.
Defensively,
No.
nah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's how most of the teams in the AFC are right now. It's like they got one side of the ball.
That's why I said in NFC they got them dogs. I was talking about defense.
Yeah, like for real. You know what I'm saying?
The Vikings, the Lions, it's all NFC teams.
And then Philly been hurt
Philly
on
been hurt.
defense.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
then-
They been hurt.
Seattle
and then,
defense ain't bad. They got good corners.
Exactly. They got good corners. So, and then let me say this. I want to give credit to Dallas because they are made to be ran on. Sunday night at Pittsburgh, they put their hard hats on. I feel like stopping the run, and you know this, eventually I'm going to have Charles on here. Stopping the run is about mentality.
Right.
Yeah, you
Oh, yeah.
cannot have the strength and all that, fine, but it's about mentality. I'm not going to let Tim just run my ass over. No matter how
Right.
small I am, no matter how big he is, I'm not going to let him run me over. I want to give the Cowboys credit on Sunday night for beating the Steelers because that was a will type game. That was
Wasn't
a
it?
physical will type game. Go ahead, bro.
Game was on at 1 o'clock in the morning, man. I ain't
1
never seen a
o'clock.
football game on that late, man.
Me and my
You sound
Can't
went
hear
up.
you.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. My bad. So my boy, I was talking to my boy, and he was like, "Hey, you think they're gonna have the game today?" I'm like, "Yeah, they're gonna have the game. It's gonna be a little later." They started the game at 9:45. Yesterday, Sunday was the longest day of the NFL. Game started at 9:30 in the morning, and the day ended literally the next day at 1 o'clock in the morning. Crazy day.
I didn't expect Pittsburgh to pull that off, though. I did. I mean, Dallas to pull it off. Especially with no Cooks, no D-Law, no Parsons.
Yeah, exactly. Cowboys needed that. They needed that grit, that grind, that win. And now all of a sudden, you know, for like a week and a half, I kept hearing the NFC East was the weakest division. You can't say that now. The Giants won at Seattle. Washington keep winning. Dallas won at the first place Steelers at that time. And then Philly was off. Philly is Philly. But let me say this. Philly was off, and I respect them, but they're missing that
Whole
best,
offense.
second best. Yeah, they're missing that whole offensive line, and the best receiver. The receiver helps he helps Devontae Smith, gonna help Saquon, and he mainly helps the quarterback go through his reads and have a big option to throw the ball to.
Sure.
Bro, any surprise teams for you this year? Good. Give me a surprise team in a good way. Obviously, you mentioned Washington, so we speak of that. Another surprise team in a good way, and give me a surprise team that you thought was going to be better than what they are now.
I thought the Niners was definitely gonna be better than what they are.
Okay.
Even though they're a little beat up, I thought they was gonna come out smoking again. You know, the Niners always come out smoking.
Always.
Last couple of years, they didn't came out hot. Kansas City, I didn't think Kansas City was gonna start off 4-0.
Okay.
I didn't, and I believe in Mahomes. I heard somebody, my guy named Tim, really don't, you know, but I believe in Mahomes. But I didn't think they was gonna start off 4-0, bro. Like I really thought they was gonna be like 1-3, 2-2, or could possibly be 0-4. Like I did.
Kansas City?
Yeah, I didn't think they was gonna start off 4-0, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I got you. Let me say this. Do you think, as of right now, do you think they're the favorite to win the Super Bowl?
As of right now, yeah, if you're looking at like FanDuel, DraftKings, all that, yeah, of course. Even private media said, but in my eyes, I don't. I really think the Ravens, not just because I'm a Ravens fan, I'm gonna speak football. The Ravens or Philly. I think they are the two contenders from the AFC and the NFC.
Okay, so friend of mine, and Tim, you know Kevin. light skin Kevin.
Yeah.
He picked. I was actually with him earlier today. He picked the Lions. No, he picked the Eagles and he picked the Ravens. Those were his two teams. He said that when the Eagles are healthy, he says really nobody in the NFC that can match up with them. I kind of tend to agree with that. Only team I think that can compete with them is the Lions. I feel like Detroit has to have that game in Detroit, though. If that game in Philly, Philly a dog walker. That game has to be in Detroit for them to win. Now, in the AFC, as far as the Ravens, I'm going to just say this. I do like the Ravens. I do like what they have. I just need that defense just to get a tad bit better. Just a tad bit better. Because you can't be – every game not going to be a shootout. And the Ravens not going to win every shootout.
Marlon Humphrey's got to stay off that podcast, man.
I know.
He got to get in that gym, man. It's like Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons want to lose, then go do the podcast, man. Go get in that gym, man.
You ain't lying.
Guys don't take it serious as they used to.
Man.
Now that money.
Crazy you said that. We just had a comment. My mind just had a conversation about that. Like, yo, it's like a buddy era to me. Like they too friendly. Like, y'all, he went to Coward Hall. I went to St. Paul's. We not rivals, but when we played them, I don't know JD. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, that's not my man. Like,
Right.
I don't know JD. You know what I'm saying? Like after the game, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like win or lose, I dap you up. But if we lose, it ain't gonna be a long conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll holler at you later on in the week. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not switching jerseys. I'm not jersey swapping. You know what I'm saying?
Sign my jersey.
You know what I'm saying? Like what is that? You know
Yeah, they
worrying
about that more now.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I got a jersey collection in my house. I got every jersey I played against.
Like, and it's like, yo, the competition is so different. Yo, like, it's no way you should have time to do a podcast to me. Like, it's not during the season.
Not during the season. Hell,
there's no way. Like, I'm trying to win so bad. It's something I gotta be watching. Like, I gotta watch more film. I gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do something. Like, there's no way I'm Michael Parsons on there talking to Darius Slay. We rivals. Like,
bro, we're in the same division, bro.
We're in the same division. What are we talking about? Laughing and joking. Like what are we talking about right now?
Not even we in the same division. Like the Cowboys and the Eagles are literally bitter rivals. Like they literally hate each other.
Exactly.
That's like Ray Lewis doing a podcast with James Hurst. That'll never happen. Never happen. That'll never happen. Hans Ward and Ed Reed doing the show. That would never happen. Never.
What are we like? What is there even to talk about? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what is there to talk about. Like, you know what I'm saying? I see y'all. I see red. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
exactly.
Like, they don't. It's just so different for me, yo. Like, that's why it's hard for me to like. It's hard for me to watch as a football purist now because it's too friendly.
Let me ask y'all this. So obviously, y'all think that it's obviously too friendly. What? Obviously, the rules have changed the game, but what exactly? The rules and money have changed the game. Is there anything else that y'all think that made the game as soft? I don't want to say softer now. I don't want to use that phrase. Make the game more friendlier than what it was back in the day, other than money
social media.
Okay, social media. Okay,
definitely. Social media and all the 7-on-7 stuff, right? So now, like 7-on-7 is real big. Like when we was coming up, it was just like in the beginning works. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You do a little 7-on-7, you know what I'm saying? Might get a little buzz, but now, man, you see kids highlight tapes be all 7-on-7. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's how they really play. So they 7-on-7 translate to 11-on-11 for them. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So it's more about like the highlights than the actual game film. Like when I coach, like I like to see the game film. Like I want to see you a receiver. I want to see how you play when you don't have the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you block? Are you making an extra effort? You know what I'm saying? Like things like that. But all they care about is highlights now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not the same.
And looking good on the field too.
You know what I'm saying? They dress well, yo. They dress. I thought.
Yeah, I ain't knocking it.
Back there. I ain't knocking it either because I used to dress back in the day. But boy, it be kids on the bench. You be like, dang, sure, I thought you was one of them ones. How you doing?
Hey, yeah.
Boy, iced out sitting on the bench.
Iced out, dude.
Iced out. All
You know
white
what I'm
everything.
saying?
All black everything.
You
Yo got the new cleats before they even come to Dick's or Modell's,
You know
wherever
what
you
I'm
get the cleats from. That's crazy.
It's different, bro. It's different, yo. Like,
No, it definitely is different. Again, like you said, Snoop, social media, Tim, like you said, money. Obviously, money changes things. It makes the effort. Like somebody used to always say, if I got $100,000, why am I gonna go beat up this concrete? Nah, I like my silk rope. I don't want to get out of this. I'm not gonna go beat up on
Right.
some concrete. I'm giving that job up. So I definitely think you guys are right on that. I just wish that some of the rules could go back a little bit. Like I feel like
Right.
some of the
That was
defenders, like it's hard to play defense. You hit
It
somebody the
is,
wrong
bro.
way. You hit somebody the wrong way. Look about it like this. In college, they got the taunt. They got the not the taunting. What is it? Come
targeted.
on, targeted.
Targeted.
Bro, if you hit somebody in the first, let's say Alabama playing. I know Alabama lost to Vanderbilt. Let's say Alabama playing. And Alabama playing Vanderbilt. They lose the game. Let's say one their best defensive player targets someone. Bro, not only is he out that game, he's out the first half of the next game. Let's just hypothetically say their next game is at Tennessee. Well, bro, now you go from losing to just Vanderbilt to, bro, we got to hold on in the first half without our star defensive player at Tennessee, which is in the same position you are. So
let me comment on that because I can understand that a little bit because back when I played AAU, if you got 2 techs, you got ejected from that game, and then the next game you were suspended in certain tournaments. Like if they was like college, what the fuck that shit called? College like eligible tournaments or something like that. NCAA, something like that. If you get 2 techs, you get ejected. The next game you can't play. You suspended that next game. So I can't even argue against that because I came up on that on AAU. So I ain't mad about that.
I'll give you that. But the only difference is you got 2 techs. So you had an opportunity. Somebody had like for bro, you know this. If me and you on the same team, bro, I got an opportunity to tell you, or you got an opportunity to tell me, JD, shut up. Shut the hell up, bro. Go in the locker room. Get out of here. When I'm playing football, bro, I'm not really trying to physically kill you, but I'm trying to make sure you don't catch the ball. So one hit down, bam, you hit the person. Now you out for a game and a half. I feel like that's a little bit excessive because that doesn't equal 2 techs. Now, if he did it twice, bro, fine, have at it. Your ass out the game. You don't never need to play again. But one time, I just feel like that's a little bit excessive, bro, because at the end of the day, you know this. Y'all both played football at some point in time. You know this, especially the defensive model. See ball, get ball. What do he say, Tim? Hit ball.
Hit ball.
That's what they say. So until you change the model, until you make it softer with these guys playing with pillows and they can tackle each other with that, defenders, they have no advantage. And that's a problem in the football for me. It shouldn't be all offense. It should be 50 offense, 50 defense.
I agree. I definitely agree. Yeah, they definitely should make it 2. Like 2, like you said, it should be 2 of them. If you get 2 targeting calls, then you eject it. But like one, it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna say this about you, bro. Bro, if you got 1 tech, I know you. You're a smart man. You ain't getting another one. Now you'll talk under your breath. You'll do whatever you gotta do. You ain't getting another one because you know, all right, damn, we came all the way out here for this AAU showcase. Damn, I can't play in this game and the next game. Oh, hell no. F that. No, I'm shutting the hell up. I complain to my mother before I complain to the referee. You hear what I'm saying? So
right.
So yeah. So that's exactly how that go. Before we get you up out of here, bro, I wanted to ask you about your Ravens, man. Speaking of the Commanders and the Ravens, big game this week coming up between your Commanders and the Ravens. Obviously, I'm assuming you're gonna take the Ravens. So how do you think this game will go, and what are you looking for in this game?
I think we're gonna put a lot of pressure on Jay. This is gonna be a real test for him right here. If not even saying if they can beat us, if he can just keep the game close.
I'm right there with you.
Shorty won. Keep it close. I'm not. I'm really not. Not just because I'm a Ravens fan. It's because I know how the Ravens can get some games, especially at the bank. We can get a lot physical. You see how we did with Josh Allen down the bank? We got real physical with him.
Yeah.
So
blew that ass out.
Yeah, and I wasn't expecting that. I knew he was going by at least like 7, between 7 and 10. I didn't think we was gonna blow him out like that. But yeah, if Jay can, hold his composure and keep them in the game this week, he gonna get rookie of the year easy.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you on that. I definitely think I like the Ravens to actually blow the Commanders out. I know.
You do?
Yes, we gave out picks before we had you on. I took the Ravens in that pick set. I like the Ravens, bro. I think this game reminds me eerily of Detroit coming to Baltimore. Was that last year or 2 years ago? When Detroit, that was last year. Detroit was flying high. Oh my God, man! This Detroit team: Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Sam Laporta,
beat them 31-6 or something like that, man.
It was an ass whooping before it was an ass whooping literally when the game started, and I expect that from the Baltimore Ravens this week against the Washington Commanders. I think, and this is my last thing, Tim, and I'll let you go. Most teams haven't seen Jaden Daniels. The Ravens see a better Jaden Daniels every day. I'll just leave that at that. The Ravens see a better Jaden Daniels every day. Now, do I think Jaden Daniels have certain attributes that Lamar don't have? Yes, he's a better passer of the ball. I'll give you that. But as far as the running, they see Jaden Daniels every day. They see Lamar Jackson every day.
I don't know, man. That game interesting, man.
And Lamar don't want to lose. Lamar don't lose at NFC, man.
He only lost one time to
he
an NFC.
don't.
He don't lose at the NFC, man. So
I agree with that.
And then
I don't know, yo. It's a tricky game, yo. It's one of them tricky games.
and we got bored too this season.
Yeah, it's gonna be tricky. If the Ravens don't get no pressure, it's gonna be might be another shootout. Like if the Ravens don't get pressure,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
it might be another shootout. Turnover, whoever turned the ball over, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like the Bengals, whoever turned the ball over, you know what I'm saying? That's really what changed the game.
Yeah,
So,
the fumble and the interception, that definitely changed.
That's changed the game for me. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I don't want to say my pick yet, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
You don't want to say your pick yet? Oh man, here we go, man. I know you gotta hate on the Commanders because you're an Eagles fan, but come on, man, you can't hate on the Ravens.
Yeah, Tim, you gotta hope the Ravens win this game just so y'all can get back where y'all need to be.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm trying to find, like, I don't know, yo. That Ravens defense looked so bad to me last week. It's like, how do?
Yeah, but Washington don't got Cincinnati weapons.
They don't, but McLaurin really like that to me. Like he's really underrated.
He is.
The other receiver, hey, what's the other boy?
Damani Brown.
De'Armond Brown.
Oh, they got another
Luke McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey.
In the slot. I like B. John Robinson a lot.
Not B. John Robinson. Not B.
No,
John.
that's Brian Robinson.
Brian Robinson.
Sure. Brian Robinson.
Hey, yo, now if they had B. John Robinson, I might take the Commanders. I might take that.
That'd be a little crazy.
That would be crazy. B. John Robinson and Jaden Daniels would be crazy.
Brian Robinson run hard though. So yeah, it's interesting, y'all. And it looked like Washington defense getting a little better every week. Like
it is, ain't it?
It ain't the best defense, but it looked like it's getting a little better every week to me. Like,
I'm gonna give Tim. I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna find out about the Washington defense this week because I last week they played Cleveland and I didn't think they was playing the NFL starting quarterback. I've been told you that. So we gonna find out about how good Washington defense is this week. We gonna find out.
You right?
All right. Well, Snoop, appreciate having you on, bro. I'll let you get back to work.
You know it.
Can't wait to have you back on again. We will have you back on at the start of the NBA season coming up in the next few weeks, bro. Can't wait. I love you, cuz. Thank you for all the support, bro.
All right, cuz. Love you too. All right, Tim, man.
I appreciate you, bro.
All righty, bro. We appreciate having you on, my brother. And we will see you again soon, man.
All right, my guys.
All right, guys. All right, bro. Welcome back to Highly Opinionated. Tim, we for the NFL season, man. It's a lot to go over. Let's go through our recaps. Starting with my Jets. Oof, my Jets. Vikings beat the Jets 23-17. It's a tough day for me to start my morning off to watch that 9:30 in the morning. And then this cellular device, like people kept calling me, like texting me, like, hey man, your boy on TV, he old as shit. He old. He's still old. He's still old. You know you like them senior citizen guys. So, yeah, the Vikings, their defense won. Their defense played well. I didn't think Sam Darnold played all that well, but the Vikings defense played up and showed well. They got 3 INTs from Aaron Rodgers. I can't remember Aaron Rodgers ever throwing 3 picks in the game. So I let me just say this. I hear the old crowd for Mr. Rodgers, and if Mr. Rodgers don't get Mr. Adams in their neighborhood, they're gonna have to close down Mr. Rodgers' neighborhood, if you get what I'm saying. They need Devontae Adams, and like I said, they don't have Devontae Adams is not an offensive lineman, he's not an offensive coordinator, he's not a coach. He can help, but I need those guys to do their job too.
Yeah, this game, it went like I thought. I'm pretty sure I said that the Vikings will win by a touchdown. They won by 6, so close. But I feel like, Rodgers. Y'all seen the movie Any Given Sunday? Rodgers look like my man Cat Rooney, man. The game, he's starting to see ghosts. He's starting to see ghosts back there. He's starting to, my boy Cat. He had that one last good game. You know what I'm saying? He went out like a soldier, but you know what I'm saying? It's just time. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yo,
just time. Like
it's
he
so
had a
funny.
great career.
It's so funny because, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen Any Given Sunday, Willie Beeman was played by Jamie Foxx, and he replaced him. Who the Jets backup quarterback? Tyrone Taylor, black man, Willie Beeman. It's just so funny. It's like,
Tyra.
it's like,
You know
yo,
what
like,
I'm
all
saying?
right, that's the perfect symmetry for them. Like, yeah, put Willie Beeman in the game. Like, Willie, where you at?
What will it be in? You know what I'm saying? So, like you said though, my boy had a rough day. Sam Donald ain't really played up to par, but that defense, they can win in any way. That's why I've been saying they're the best team in football because they can win. They can win a shootout. They can win a game like this where the offense don't produce. They can win any type of way, man. So that shout out to Vikings, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Vikings.
That's great. Cap. Yeah, Cap got replaced by Willie Beeman. He got replaced by I ain't gonna lie. Now I picked the Jets to go to the Super Bowl. He damn sure did look like Cap on Sunday. Because he cut with them throws. He throwing that. He looking up like, what's going on out here? Like, do I really want to be? He looking around like, man, what's going on here? Like, Aaron, I love you, baby. Two things gonna be true. You look like Cap, and you definitely look like Cap on Sunday when you play the Vikings. And another thing, this is a public service announcement. All you old motherfucking old heads, senior citizens. I couldn't think of the word. I'm sorry. All y'all old motherfucking senior citizens playing football, sit your ass down. It's time to let it go. TKO, let it go. It's time.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, Jeff, you're gonna love this. I know you watch the show every week, Jeff. Jeff, you're right. Tom Brady messed it up for everybody. I still got faith in you, Aaron, but bro, please, man, I need you. Because it's looking bad out here, Aaron. It's looking terrible. It's looking bad out here, Aaron. Lord have mercy. Man, Tim, you got me crying on here, brother. Oh my God. Woo. The next game we're gonna go over is the Bills and the Texans. The Texans won this game in a coaching malpractice by Sean McDermott. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. Tim, I'm gonna give you the floor for that. The Texans won 23-20. The floor is yours, Tim.
Man. That's one of my takeaways, so I'm not gonna get too deep into the coaching. But the Bills, man, first of all, Josh Allen went 9-30. Like, was he throwing with his eyes open? Like 9-30?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's 9-30. Like, and they still had a chance to win the game. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. This is bad football. Yo, there's no way. Like 9-30, and they still had a legit shot to win. CJ Stroud had 3 turnovers, and it's like the Bills, like the AFC to me is just like it's weird, bro. Like I don't know who's really good yet. Shout out to Texas, they got to win. Stephon Diggs had a pretty good game. One of his most, I think he was close to 100 yards. I think he had like 80 something, if I'm not mistaken.
6 catches, 82 yards, bro.
So yeah, one of his better games so far this year, which we figured here. You know what I'm saying? He going against his old team, old quarterback. Y'all know the narrative, so he wants some get back. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I guess good game for the. I can't even say good game for the Texans. Good win, man. They figured out the way to win the game, man.
Yeah, you're right. You and mainly Coach JB, y'all both have been saying it's bad football. I don't know how the hell you win a game or can win the game and your quarterback go 9 for 30 for 131 yards. That's insanity to me. Like that's crazy. I think Josh Allen. I think the media overhyped him losing Stephon Diggs. You need a weapon in the NFL. Baker Mayfield got $100 million in Tampa Bay because he's throwing the ball to Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Josh, and that's Tim. We've obviously introduced ourselves. We have a show every week. Y'all watch called Highly Opinionated. Baker Mayfield ain't throwing the ball to our sorry asses. He's throwing the ball to Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. They got him paid. You need weapons in the NFL to throw the ball to. It's just as simple as that. Like, trying to go out here with guy A, guy 2, guy 3. This ain't no fucking music band. You need the guy, a guy. Right. You know how they say he's him? You need a he's him type of guy. You feel me? Right. So the Bills don't have that. As far as the Texans, they did have an injury with Nico Collins. I would be paying attention to that. He's week to week, so that's very effective. If you look at CJ Stroud before Nico Collins got hurt and after Nico Collins got hurt, two different people.
Yeah.
So Now they didn't have Joe Mixon; he was hurt, so I understand that. Cam Akers, I know you love your boy, but he's not what he used to be. He had two torn Achilles, like that. I think he had 2 or 3. Didn't he have one in college? So didn't he have 3?
Did he have one in
2 or
college? I
3.
can't remember.
I think at least I know it was 2 with the Rams.
Yeah, 2 for sure.
So he's not the same player. Fine. I like the Texans, but I do have to see them with Nico Collins before I can, before we can, go at it from there. See it's the distinct of his injury and go at it from there. Great win for the Texans, though. Last game, Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Dallas Cowboys won 20-17 in a game that played on Sunday night. The game started at 9:20, ended a little bit after 1, close to 1, a little bit after 1. The Dallas Cowboys heard all week that they couldn't stop the run. They couldn't do this. They couldn't do that. They stopped the run. Najee Harris did not have a good game running the ball. In fact, his stats were he had 14 attempts for 42 yards. Justin Fields had 6 attempts for 27 yards. The rookie they got from Harvard, from one of my Ivy League schools, I think it was Harvard, I'm not mistaken. Simpkin had 4 attempts for 14 yards. The Dallas Cowboys rushing, ladies and gentlemen, stopping the run it is about talent, but it's also about dog. It's also about heart. Like, I'm going to stop this man from trying to bully me and muscle me to getting where I need to be. The Cowboys showed that. Congratulations to the Cowboys and Mike McCarthy on getting the win 20-17 against the Pittsburgh Steelers on the road.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I ain't watched this game. I was asleep, man. I get up early in the morning for work.
Absolutely.
So I caught like a replay, like a 14-minute, like they do got like game replays on that.
Yeah, game condensed replay.
Yeah, game condensed replay. So like from that, like it's like I don't understand, like how do you I felt like Fields was about to turn the corner, and then it's like
he regressed. He
Like,
regressed.
it went back to regular Fields. Like, this was a winnable game. Me and you talked about this before. I feel like if the Steelers could find a way to score 20 to 24 points, they're going to hold the team to 17. You know what I'm saying? They not going to give up too many more than that. So it's like, what happened, Phil?
Well, now, this is the thing. Now we see why Mike Tomlin was holding the door out for Russell Wilson. Because he wasn't sold. If he was sold, he would have already named him to start.
QB1. No, I agree.
I look at it like Justin Fields is a up and coming player. He still needs development. So I feel like the perfect thing for him was to play a little bit this year, but to sit behind Russ. I feel like he could be that starting quarterback next year, but not this year. I feel like he needed some time to learn and adjust to the NFL game. So with that being said, say it again.
I say, yeah, that still might be the play.
Might be the play, yeah.
Like offensively, they still not really, you know what I'm saying? They still not really explosive. Like, you know what I'm saying? You relying on the defense. The defense had 2 turnovers in the red zone.
Exactly.
It's like we stopping them. Like, y'all gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all gotta score. So. Dak had what, 2 picks? Dak had 2 picks. So, and they had a fumble that Dak recovered because he jumped on Rico Dowd fumbled and he jumped on the ball because the ball he got hit and the ball knocked out and he came and got the ball. So for me, I just felt like that game was about heart, and I want to commend the Dallas Cowboys. They got heart.
For sure.
They got heart. Their season could have been done. Their schedule's looking a little rough. They found a way to get a win on the road. Super duper impressive.
Definitely.
Let's get to week 4 takeaways. I'll let you start, my brother. What's some of your week 4 takeaways?
Hey, so look, right? So last week, JD team beat my Eagles, and I was I ain't gonna lie to you, I was a little down because we ain't look like a football team. So you know what I'm saying? So you know what I do? I call my favorite cousin, and I'm like, boy, I need you. You got the Bucks. I need some get back.
Oh, my favorite cousin. I just caught that. My favorite cousin.
I called my favorite cousin, and he was like, "Hey, I got you, boy." And I felt his energy through that phone call.
Yeah.
When I tell you, boy, Kirk Cousins was throwing all over the Bucks. Hold on.
Yeah.
Touchdown. I think I seen another touchdown.
Yeah, he was. He just threw one.
He just threw another one on the touchdown. So I gotta shout out Kirk Cousins in Atlanta, man. That performance. This football season, he had the best football quarterback performance with over 500 yards. 42
of 58, 509 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
And you know what I'm saying? And the pick, like I'm not going. So like in football, man, you gotta have some things going. You corner, right? The game, I ain't gonna lie, the Bucks, they got conservative. This is why I think the coaching stinks in the NFL because it's like they always give you an opportunity to come and take the game away. It's like, nah, we don't want to win the game. Let's see what you could do. But yeah, shout out to Kirk Cousins and Atlanta for that win. One of my takes, I mean, we talked about Rodgers already, man. Cat, man. I'm just gonna start calling him Cat Rooney, man. I'm just gonna call him Cat Rooney, man. So whenever y'all hear Cat Rooney, y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Rodgers is Cat Rooney, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry for you Jets fans and the hopefuls, man. I know the media was selling y'all because they almost got me, and then I was like, nah, that don't even make sense. He's coming off ACL. It don't even make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So I had to realize that they almost got me too. So I understand. And I ain't gonna lie, man. Washington impressing me, man, because like I with the last week we talked to Kev, and I was like, Kev, I just need to see it versus a defense, man. That boy lit Cleveland up, man.
Lit
Like
him up.
you know what I'm saying? He lit Cleveland up, man. I don't really smoke, but I know you smoke it. Y'all know what I mean when he lit him up, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think I have an idea what you're talking about. I think
you
so.
know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, Baltimore, man. I don't know. We gonna see. My last take, man. The situational coaching is terrible in the NFL. Like it's just terrible. Like it's
Is there a specific game you talking about?
like man, I can go 2 to 3 from this week, right? So
Okay,
I'm gonna
okay,
start in this Ravens game, right?
okay.
So I'm watching the game. You know,
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I didn't pay my Sunday ticket bill, so they took my Sunday ticket from me. So I, I'm only watching the Ravens. That's the only that's coming on. You
Only
feel me?
game
So
you can watch.
I can't do nothing, right? So that's the only game I can watch. So I'm watching this game intently, right?
Absolutely.
So Lamar Jackson, you know what I'm saying? I ain't try to clap his hands, the ball hit him from the Bengals, right? So I'm watching it. I'm like, man, the Bengals got to stay aggressive, man. Like I hear all this good kicker stuff, but they need to stay aggressive because you know what I'm saying. You don't want nothing.
You would think they would be aggressive after they got a turnover
You know
from
what
the
I'm saying?
Ravens. You would think that.
You would think the quarterback 30 for 39, 382 yards. You would think that they would still be aggressive. He handed the ball on first down. I said, all right, maybe
Yeah,
they
get warmed up. Get warmed up to throw the ball on second and
maybe
third down.
maybe he set up the play action. So I'm like, for sure, second down, he throwing this football. Ain't no way he about to run this football again. He ran the football again. I said, oh man, here we go. I said, here we go. I said, now if I'm the Ravens, I'm a blitz on third down because if he do throw it, he got to throw it quick. That's what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing both sides. He had that ball off again. I said, yeah, they lost. I said, they lost. I said, just that mindset alone tells you, you know what I'm saying? They playing it too safe. And what happens? Bobble snap, shank. Next play.
Derrick Henry.
Was it?
It was the
It was
next
the
play.
very next play, right?
Next play.
Toss to Derrick Henry. He runs for 60. That's one of them demoralizing
My bad.
plays.
You forgot to say something. Ball game, because that was the game at that point.
Yeah, ball game. Yeah, that curtains. So that's one of them losses as a player. I'm just looking at the coach like we paid Burrow $200+ million and we ain't let him throw the ball once. Like we didn't let him throw the ball once. Okay, that's one situation. Let's go to another $200 million quarterback with the Bills. Sean McDermott. If I'm not mistaken, it was about 30 seconds on the clock.
It was
30 seconds.
Less than that. It was less than that.
Less than that. The Bills have the ball backed up. They on like the 3. Sean McDermott, instead of
running the ball,
instead of trying to run the ball just to kill some clock, just in case you got a punt, you know what I'm saying? He calls 3 pass plays. So we got one coach that calls
3 straight runs.
We got one coach that calls 3 straight runs that needs to get a better field goal position. And we got one coach that calls 3 straight passes. Mind you, at this point, so Josh Allen ended up being 9 for 30. So mind you, at this point, where he was 9 of 27.
Yeah, they was 9
so he thought passing the ball was a better option for a quarterback that was 9 or 27,
Hmm.
and the coach quarterback that was 30 or 39. He thought, all right, man, all right, y'all don't believe me yet. This is just terrible coaching, bro. Like
Ana-
this is a terrible.
Analytics.
Yeah, bro. like,
Analytics.
like
Analytics.
what we doing out here? Yo, like what are we doing? Like think about that. Okay. See my earpods mad at me because it ain't making sense in my earpods.
No,
That's why they keep
it
falling
makes no
out.
sense. So they're gonna keep
You
falling
know,
out because it's just
you
sad.
know?
It's ridiculous. No, for real. It
Like,
really, no, you're right. Like the decision make you got a quarterback that's 30 or 39. You should at least let him throw the ball one time. Then you got a quarterback 9 for 27. Bro, I don't want you throwing the ball at all. Like you just run. Like you do what you do best, run. But you
quarterback
can't,
draw. Just get me out of
yeah,
this. Just get me out of this situation.
get me out the
Just give me a
situation.
punt so we can go to overtime. We not trying to score. It's 16 seconds. We at the 3.
It's crazy.
Ah, that's my take, man. That's my take.
They got take okay. So for me, I'm agreeing with you. Bad coaching. Bad. I want to say terrible coaching, bad coaching. You can't in games and situations like that, you can't find ways to lose. You have to find ways to win. I want to give a shout out to the New York Giants. To go on the road to beat the Seattle Seahawks. That's a very impressive win. Daniel Jones, I've been critical of you. I still need to see more. But your last couple games, man, you playing like a starting NFL quarterback. You deserve that. In my opinion, I know you said you called your favorite cousin because the Bucks had beat the Eagles last week, so you called your favorite cousin. And I thought that your favorite cousin and Baker Mayfield had the best NFL game of the season until I seen Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow play against each other. Ladies and gentlemen, in that game, I just want to give you the stats of that game. Lamar Jackson was 26 of 42, 348 yards, 4 touchdowns. He also had 55 yards rushing. Joe Burrow was 30 of 39, 392 yards, 5 touchdowns, and an interception. Lamar Jackson fumbled. Joe Burrow had the interception. The best quarterback play of 2 quarterbacks you'll see all season, as of up to this day, all season long. What a game. These teams obviously play against each other in a couple weeks. Can't wait for that. Congratulations to Trevor Lawrence. He's finally won a game since last November. Congratulations, Trevor. I watched your game. You had one bad throw. That is the Trevor Lawrence that we were expecting to see. You're gonna have bad throws, Trevor. I get that. But the reason why I was high on you, and I'm still high on you, I'm criticizing you because I'm high, because I believe in Trevor Lawrence yesterday. You had a couple bad. Yeah, every quarterback's gonna have bad throws, but you played well yesterday. You got your team a win. You guys were up. The coach came back. You guys found a way to get the win. Trevor Lawrence, 28 of 34, 371 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did have a pick. Okay, fine. You're a little Trevor. You got to work on stop being a turnover machine. But you deserve your credit for that. And last but not least, my last observation. I told y'all the 49ers wasn't going to win the NFC West. Y'all believe me? Y'all need more proof? Okay. I'm just saying. I told y'all they wasn't going to win the West. NFC West. It's early. I'm not doing no victory lap. Still a long way to go. But last time I checked, the 49ers and the Cardinals have the same record. Ladies and gentlemen, who you think is a better team? Exactly. So the 49ers, they're like I said in the latest, they're going through a daze. They're going through a glaze. And at the end of the day, you play that long, you play that deep in the seasons, you're going to have injuries. You start taking pieces away from Brock Purdy. He starts to come back to the pack now. He's not a bad player, but he's not a player that's going to uplift you. If Brock Purdy was going to uplift you, he would have never lasted to the 7th round. He would have never lasted that long. He would have never been Mr. Irrelevant. So for me, the 49ers, they in trouble. They in some serious trouble because that division with Arizona, Seattle, and think about this. The Rams are 1-4. They don't even have their players yet. The Rams are going to start winning when they get Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua back.
Yeah, for sure.
We're gonna have to keep our eyes out on the San Francisco 49ers. I think they're in trouble. And I know I said my takeaway, the last takeaway was the 49ers. This is my last takeaway. Deshaun Watson is ass. He can't play no more. We need to stop holding out hope. He cannot play. The man lost to that. The man got outplayed by every quarterback he played this year. He's been outplayed by every quarterback. Deshaun Watson, I love you. I thought you were a superstar in Houston. I don't know what you got. I don't know what situation you got into when you were in Houston. You should have kept, you should have been, not be funny, you should have been keeping your damn hands to yourself. You feel me? You got that please excuse my hand vibe. So I get it, Deshaun. I'm not making fun of the situation in the victims that were in that. I am not making fun of that because that is a serious crime. I have a mom.
Yeah.
I have a mom. I have a grandmother. I have aunts. I have cousins. I have sisters. I have all that are women. So I totally understand that. But Deshaun Watson, bro, you're bad. And the Cleveland Browns cannot get out of that contract. And like you said, they seriously need to maybe really seriously consider putting Jameson. Because Jameis ain't this goddamn bad. Now, Jameis a turnover machine, but he'll at least give you an opportunity to score. Deshaun Watson can't do nothing. Baker
Yeah.
Mayfield had 3 touchdowns against the Falcons. Deshaun Watson got 3 touchdowns for the whole season. Think about it. I just put that out there again. Baker Mayfield had 3 touchdowns. Kirk Cousins had 5 touchdowns in a game. Deshaun Watson got 3 touchdowns for the season. That's insane.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. Deshaun hurt me, man. Like I'm with you, man. I think it's over, man.
Yeah.
I don't see it unless, I don't see no rejuvenation, man. Start James, man. See what you got.
Only way you're gonna see it if you got glasses with bifocals with extra lens in them, and they don't make them glasses no more. Ain't no way in hell. Deshaun Watson, I get on every quarterback, bro. It's over.
Yeah.
You're no good in Cleveland. Maybe you go to another situation, it might work out for you.
Yeah.
We've seen that in other players from Sam Donald to Geno to etc. Baker, etc. Fine, cool. Deshaun Watson is it for you in Cleveland, brother. You're no good.
Yeah, Jared Goff.
Jared Goff, thank you. So we've seen other
Uh-huh.
players. We've seen
Yeah.
other players. Matthew Stafford. He went from Detroit to the Rams, won the Super Bowl. We've seen other players play better in certain situations. Deshaun Watson, brother, you ain't it. As I said this about Trevor Lawrence, Deshaun Watson, you're playing like ass. Ass. And you're about to get people fired. You watch a highly opinionated. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Highly Opinionated. Week 5 of the NFL season. Week 5 preview. We have 3 games that we're going to go over. We're going to start with the Commanders at the Baltimore Ravens. I like the Baltimore Ravens. I think the Baltimore Ravens will find a way to win this game. They have the better offense of this game with Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Justice Hill, Rashad Bateman, Mark Andrews, Charlie Kohler, Isaiah Likely. Give me the Baltimore Ravens at home, and I actually think the Ravens will blow out the Commanders. Give me the Ravens.
So before the season, if you told me this was going to be a game, I wouldn't think it would be. But now watching it 5 weeks in, I think this game it's not going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be an interesting game. The Ravens are at home, so they do got like a magical, mystical power when they play at home, especially at night. Like it's a different environment at night, but this game is actually at 1 o'clock. So right now, I think Washington is the better overall football team from offense to defense. Offensively, that offense that they running for Jaden Daniels is explosive, is dangerous, and he's mobile. He can run. So that's another aspect you got to account for. And defensively, the Ravens defense just isn't fair. I said that from the beginning of the year. Like they lost a lot. It's not the same type of vibes. Like they just not as good as normal. And I think that's a major factor in this year. So with that being said, man, I'm going Washington with the upset, man.
The
I think
Commanders
Washington.
over the
I
Ravens.
think
Okay.
Washington comes into Baltimore. The Moles come into Baltimore and beat the Yos, as we say.
The most coming to Baltimore and beat the Yokes. So you
Moles
like the
beat the
Commanders?
Yos, man.
I like the Ravens. Again, I think you got me on the Ravens defense. It's not spectacular, but I think with this particular situation, Washington defense is bad. So I think the Ravens wide receivers can eat. I think Derrick Henry can eat because they can run the ball. So give me the Ravens. You like the Commanders? Can't wait to find out who's right. The next game, which is dear, nearest and dear to my heart. In fact, if we had Kevin on from last week, I'm sure we would have opposite opinions. He likes the Saints. I like the Bucks. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers go travel down to New Orleans to play the Saints Sunday, 1 o'clock on Fox. Start us off, brother. Who you like?
So this game, man. Interesting. Division opponent. Tampa coming off like I'm not gonna say a demoralizing loss, but they coming off a loss where though, like I know it was one. It kind of hurt because it was like the game was in their grasp, and they coach got too conservative. It's like a trend. Like I feel like when you up three late in the game, like
Go for the
it's
win.
no like it's no like go for the win. It's like all right, that's enough points. Like it's enough. Even though the kickers seem like they getting better every year, but they seem like 3 points is enough. So I think coming off that loss and then coming back to play the Saints at home off a bye. I mean, my fault. It's not a bye. Saints play tonight. My fault, yeah. So
Saints play
I
Monday night
think,
at Kansas City.
yeah, play Monday night. My fault. So I think the Saints, man. I think this. So y'all won't see this till after. So I think the Saints actually upstate KC tonight, and then I think they actually beat the Bucks at home. So I think I got them going on a 2-game winning streak. I think defensively, Tampa's missing a lot. I
Yes,
think
they are.
another safety just got hurt last week versus the Buccaneers. I think another a corner got hurt as well. And Cousins threw for 500. I'm not the biggest Carr fan, but I mean he throwing against backups. I mean he got to be able to he got to be able to do that right. And then
Yeah,
Kamara,
absolutely. Going against backups, yeah.
yeah. Then the Saints defense is actually formidable. They play some good defense over there. So give me the Saints at home, man.
Totally understand that pick. Totally get that pick. I'm gonna take the Buccaneers. Constructively obligated to take them every week. No. I think when this comes out, the Monday night game will be over. I actually think the Saints, like I agree with you. I think the Saints will beat the Chiefs, but I think the Saints will come home back off a short week and lose to the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers do have injuries. I'm very interested to see on that injury report who can play and who can't play. Uh, but I also feel like you said, the Bucks let one go last week, and usually when you let one go in the NFL, you grab it back the following week. Let's look at the Bucks against Denver. They got shell shot. I know Philly didn't have players, but they came back the next week and kicked Philly's ass. So
Yeah,
I think that's how the NFL works. So I'm gonna take Tampa Bay on the road. I just think Baker Mayfield is better than Derek Carr. So give me the better quarterback. Give me Shake and Bake over Derek Carr. Give me the Bucks. Last game that we go over, a game that before the season started, no one thought that we would talk about. They thought we would talk about the Chargers because they know that Tim likes the Chargers, but the LA Chargers at the Denver Broncos Sunday at 4:05 on CBS. Let me give a shout out to the Denver Broncos. Let me give a shout out to Sean Payton. I was very critical of Sean Payton when he got rid of Russ last year, just because it seemed like he didn't like him. I thought that was wrong. I thought that was inconsiderate. I thought that wasn't the right way to go. Sean Payton, the Denver Broncos are 3-2. I know you don't have that much respect for the Jets like I do. I think as the season progressed, I think the respect for the Jets will go up a little bit more. But the Broncos beat the Buccaneers on the road and they beat the Jets at home. They beat the Bucks. They beat the Jets. I'm sorry. They beat both teams on the road. The Bucks at Tampa and the Jets at New York. Very, very impressive. Bo Nix is looking like a starting quarterback, and he has the right toolage around him with Sean Payton. So I like what I'm seeing from the Broncos. As far as me picking the game, I think the Chargers are the better team, but I'm gonna take the Broncos at home. Give me the Denver Broncos at home.
yeah. The Broncos, man, they playing some good, solid football. Defensively, they was good defensively even when they didn't have the quarterback the past couple years. So I'm not mad at the Broncos pick, but I think the Chargers are coming off that bye.
Yes,
Whatever
much
gives them
needed
a little
by.
bit more, little time for that ankle to heal up. Probably still not 100, but get some more time to heal up, treatment. And I think, man, they're going to open this passing game. I think this is where we start to open up the passing game a little bit more. I still think they're going to be running it a lot, but I think they open up it a little bit more. Let the boy throw, because, man, they got my boy looking like a game manager. And he ain't that, man. He ain't no game manager, man. So give me the Chargers, man. The Chargers go on the road, get this win, man.
Got you. You like the Chargers? I like the Broncos. Big AFC West game. Big
Yeah.
game. The Chiefs are in first place, but this is a fight for second. I think the Raiders are mathematics. I know it hasn't happened yet, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. The Raiders are eliminated from playoff contention. So, with
Yeah.
that being said, I think the Chiefs will win the division, but I think it's come down for the Chargers and the Broncos for that second spot. And again, I just want to give love to Sean Payton. I criticized you when you got rid of Russ. I thought it was an ego thing, and you still have an ego because you got into it with Bo Nix on Sunday on the sideline. But Sean Payton, you deserve credit. And these are two coaches I actually like. I like Sean Payton and I like Jim Harbaugh. So it should be a great game, and I can't wait. And two good defenses too. Chargers defense
Exactly.
and the Broncos defense is good. So I'm definitely expecting a low scoring game.
For sure.
Tim, I can't wait to watch week 5 of the NFL season, man. Should be a blast, should be fun. We want to thank you guys for watching Highly Opinionated episode 8. For the great Tim, for the great Ross, I'm Josh. We will see you guys next week. We out.
Appreciate y'all.